Oh, we are live. We are live. All right, cool. I know I didn't plan this. I got to start planning my lives. I got to start planning my lives. So let me get this going. Let me get this set up. If you're watching the playback, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're okay. Hey, Matthew. Hey, So Be Better. Big O. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm just going to pin this to like I always do, get this pinned up. Pin message. All right. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Hey, Denise, Deborah, Lori. So I'm doing free questions, free personal questions. I learned my lesson last time that I need a little better organization here or being organized. So of course I'm going to answer the free questions. If there's a super chat that comes in, I'm just going to prioritize a super chat just because they paid. But I do want to try to get through these free questions for you guys. I at least want to incorporate this in like maybe once a week or so. So we'll see how we go. Hey, how you doing? We got Dean in the building. Hey, Dean, how you doing? We got Cass. We got Reese. We got Peculiar Vixen. Hey. I don't know if that's Deidre, Deidre 1476. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly. How y'all doing? Get comfortable. We got 35 of y'all here in the live. 4 likes. If you don't mind, just add a like while you're here. Get comfortable. And we're gonna hop into it. Of course, like I mentioned, the super chats, just to keep structure, I'll get to those pretty immediately. But I'm gonna try to run through these free questions for you guys because I want to be able to get these answered. So we are starting here. It looks like Peculiar, if I'm saying it right, Peculiar Vixen. I think you asked the first question. Am I right or am I wrong? Okay, I might be wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. We got Divine Tay, Reese Ellis. Okay, so I see oh my goodness. Deirdre 1476. Again, I'm horrible with names. Please forgive me, y'all. I don't mean to butcher y'all scream names. Can you let me know if they will get back together with their ex? Can you please let me know if they will get back together with their ex? Can you let me know? We got the World in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Let's get one more. Let me know if they'll be getting back together with their ex. And the Chariot. Why is this World in the reverse? The Seven of Wands. It's odd, in the Queen of Wands, there you go. So either which way, whether y'all get back together or not, you're good. You're going to be solid. Yeah, you're going to be solid. This is like, you know how people say what's known doesn't need to be spoken, or what's understood don't need to be understand. Like what we know is what we know. We don't have to necessarily speak on it. It's like both of you have either this intuitive feeling, instinctual feeling, or just a natural knowing that, okay, there's still something here. There's still something not closed. But there's almost this guard on like, okay, well, who's going to say something first, or do I want to be the first one to take action? And I like seeing you here because it's like either which way, it's kind of like a take it or leave it. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. I think there's a stubbornness if it's not on your end, because you're just kind of like, I'm cool, I'm chilling. Maybe, ideally it'd be nice, but you're not losing your life if you and this person don't get back together. And honestly, it just seems like you two more than likely will be forward moving, despite feeling that lack of maybe closure or the door is still open. Because I just don't see somebody. It's like the Seven of Wands on this world. There's a block. There's a block to go back through that door of what we know is left unsaid or left unspoken, or the situation, even though it may be closed out verbally, we could still feel energetically there's still something here. And until somebody decides to say, you know what, let me go back and fight for this, or let me go and do something, I just see two people. I see you doing your own thing, but I just see this person kind of like being stubborn about it. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make the move, even though y'all both got that instinctual knowing that it's not closed. So I hope that makes sense. I don't necessarily see y'all getting back together unless somebody breaks that stubbornness. And with your energy, I definitely don't see it being you. Let's see here. Hey y'all, hey y'all. We got 33 in the live. Can I get some likes, please? I appreciate it greatly. Also, too, if you like a personal reading, the link is pinned in the chat. So I think your name is Bartavius. I think your name is Bartavius. If I'm not incorrect, will your Scorpio come back? Let me know for Bartavius. Will Bartavius, Scorpio X, come back? And again, if you guys can, I don't mind trying to get through all these questions, but just keep the questions pretty light. Anything that's like deep or in depth, that's for personal, but just to be fair to everybody, you know, I don't want to spend 10 minutes on one question. So I want the love to go around, try to get to everybody as I can. Can you tell me for Bartavius, will Bartavius Scorpio come back? We got the Two of Swords right out the gate. King of Wands. Okay. I like that energy, especially if you're a Leo. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You got the same energy as the last person that I just read, but it's a little bit different. This is like a no. Death on the bottom of the deck and the Four of Swords. So this is done. I think this is done for you too. On your end, if you're this King of Wands, yes, you may be looking back at this ex, but with the Two of Swords, as you can see, he's looking at that. It's like the door's closed, the door's locked. I'm not even looking in that direction. But I like that you're coming up in the upright, because despite maybe, I don't want to assume, we could say maybe there's some longing there. We could say maybe there's still some type of interest with this ex. You are just like the last person I read for. Even your energy is like, okay, I'm not going to lose sleep over it though. I'm not going to sweat about it. I'm not going to be up all day and all night or spying on their social media. Like, I'm here if it does work, right? King of Wands, he's steady in his energy, but you're not chasing this person trying to get them back. And I see their energy just being closed off at this time. So I like seeing that at least you came up in the upright, because take it or leave it, Bartavius, you're solid. You're going to be solid whether you and this ex happens again. So I do like that. We got Cass. We got Cass mama. Hey. So you want to know if you made the right decision in your relationship. So I don't know what that decision is, and it's not my business to know. But I'm just going to answer this as a simple yes or no, because I don't know what the choice was to expound on. So let's see here. Can you tell me for Cass mama, did they make the right decision in their new relationship? Can you give me a straightforward yes or no? Don't BS me around. Just a straightforward yes or no, Spirit. Please and thank you. For Cass mama. The moon. Ooh. I can see why you're asking this question. We got a super chat here. Hey, oh, thank you so much, Dean. I appreciate that. Oh, we got another super chat here, Erica. For a week. Okay, I'll come to you next, Erica. Yeah, give me one more for the moon. I said make it simple. That moon ain't a simple energy. Spirit, can you let me know for Cass, did they make the right decision in their new relationship, the world? Yes. You made the right decision. It's just not going to feel like it right now. You may not see the results of it right now. Even if you see the how it plays out in your reality emotionally, you may not see the results of the choice that you made until a little bit later. Meaning, yes, it may. I don't want to assume. So I'm going to take a step back. Whatever allowed you to come to the decision, you came to this decision because either instinctually or intuitively, this decision had to be made. And when you look at all the alternatives or options or ways you can position the situation, the choice that you made just maybe made the most sense, but maybe emotionally it wasn't the most comfortable, or it wasn't, necessarily what we wanted to do. But out of whether it's self-preservation or doing what's right for a scenario, it's what has needed to be done. It's something that you had to do with this world. But that feeling of feeling Oh my God. Cast mama. Yes. I don't know what this is pivoting you towards, but that choice that you made is moving you towards this 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands energy. So whether your choice in that relationship was X, Y, and Z, whatever it was, it's going to lead you in a really beautiful path, whether it's financially, whether there's more stability, or maybe you decide to go in a different direction. But it works out in your favor. It may not feel like that initially, not with that moon. So I'm gonna leave that there, but no, you made the right decision. So be solid and grounded in that choice. All right, let me get to Erica here. How can I be prepared for what's coming for me this week? How can I be prepared for what's coming for me this week? So let's see. Is that Matthew Evans? Ah! Hey, babes! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey! It's so nice to catch you live. Okay, Erica, let me get to you. I'm sorry, you paid for a question. Let me get to you. How can I be prepared for what's coming for me this week? For Erica, we got poverty. All right. Let's see. How can Erica be prepared for what's coming for her this week? Official person. Journey. All right. And then tell me just one or two cards. I want to keep this kind of brief. Ooh, the devil. And one more. Eight of Cups in the reverse. I'm hearing like reckoning is what came to my mind, but it's deeper than that. I don't know if this is what's the phrase when the birds come home to roost, right? The birds, something is catching up to you this week. That's what I'm trying to say. Long story less long. Something is catching up to you. Um and the best way about going to prepare for this, you know how people, they may have money or they may have resources, but they act like they're broke or they don't have anything or they don't know what's going on or they're lacking. This would be you needing to do that. There's somebody official involved in this. So I don't know if this is like somebody that has an official title, official role, maybe an official position. But you're I never want to say you're trapped. That's not my place to call that over you. But it does feel like you are connected to something. Maybe this is finances, maybe it's debts, it's loans, it's a legal situation. Maybe it's your job, maybe it's your own personal situation that involves, money or a lack of resources or not having enough. But this is something that's been going on. You've been dealing with this. And now it's like, okay, you're having to deal with the judgment day of whatever has happened that you've been dealing with. And if I'm looking at this, I'm not really seeing too much of a way to prepare for this because it feels like you have to deal with this head on. The only thing I can say, if I'm looking at this from a different perspective, is say less than what you truly know. Do not give up information. Do not tell certain things. No, I don't have any money. No, I'm broke. Yes, you can check my accounts. I ain't got nothing there. I don't know what happened to who, or I did these things and I don't. It's asking you to speak less than what you truly know. Do not give up what you know. Do not say mum's the word. As if you can be as what's the word? Not coy, but maybe a little bit on surface acting oblivious. Oh, I don't know, or I don't have. It's asking you to not show your hand because whatever this is, there's really no getting around or preparing for it. You got to face it head on, but it's being asked of you too. If you are going to deal with this head on, don't speak on what you really know. Don't say much, don't tell much. Just keep it mum's the word. If you got to respond, don't go into detail or all these explanations. Just keep it very simple and short. I don't know why it for you in that scenario, but keep it simple and short. The more you reveal, the more you convey about what it is you know. I think there's consequences or people taking that information to note or have in mind. You don't want to. I was about to say you don't want to criminalize yourself, but you don't want to put yourself in more of a situation than what you're already in, since this is something that's been ongoing. Um, oh, I got another super chat. All right, let me get the other super chat here really quick. We got Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How you doing today? Should you step away from your current job for a few months to prioritize health despite 12 years there and trust this decision will lead me to a more fulfilling opportunity in another field? That's a really beautiful question. That actually is. Let me switch decks and let's see for you here, Sarah. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see here for you. Sarah, can you let me know when it comes to Sarah, should she step away from her current job for a few months to prioritize her health, despite 12 years there, and trust that this decision will lead her to a more fulfilling opportunity in another field? Let me know for Sarah. What should she do? Hey, we got 51 of y'all in the live. Can we get some more likes, please and thank you? I really appreciate it, y'all. All right, we got the Page of Swords in the reverse. 9 of Pentacles. All right, we got quite a few coming out here for you, Sarah. We got the 10 of Cups in the reverse, King of Swords, Page of Cups in the reverse, the Sun in the reverse, and the 3 of Wands. Six of Cups. I'm hearing emotional and mental regulation. Your emotional and or mental equilibrium needs to be restructured. It needs to be rebalanced. I think this is going to give you a needed break to decompress. I think it's going to give you the needed break to have some stress relief. I love seeing the 9 of Pentacles because that lets me know either you got enough in savings. I don't know if you plan on quitting this job or if you're just using like PTO to take time off, whatever. If you got FMLA to be able to cover your, that time period in between, or maybe you just got savings, so you've already prepared or planned maybe people resources to help. But I see you being able to financially cover yourself without too much worry during the time of being apart from your work. um, I think this is you getting back into things that you like or that you enjoy within your means that you may have not been able to actively focus on because of work taking up your time or other priorities or responsibilities. Even if, as you mentioned, for your health and you got downtime, even in that downtime, being able to read, watch, do certain things while you're healing that brings you joy or maybe reminds you of your own childhood. My only thing here, if I'm going to go a little bit further, is that while you're in this period of rest and healing and doing what you need to do, right? Prioritizing your health. I don't know if family is going to show up or be there like you would hope or want for them to. And I think that can create some type of emotional conflict or issues. Again, I go back to emotional regulation. So I could see family being kind of either not there or you feeling like you have to do this whole healing process on your own when they promised that they will be there or they were showing up for a certain period, but now they're not staying consistent with it. I see you having to deal with this a little bit on your own. I'm just going to pull one more to see for your career, right? Because will this decision, back and shuffle, will this decision lead her to a more fulfilling opportunity in another field? Because this feels like it's just telling me about once you leave, how that process is for you. But the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Earth, yeah. Yeah. I think this would be a more of a slow process where you may feel impatient. So when you are ready to go back out into the job market and find something that is more fulfilling for you, you may feel like it's taking quite some time where you may become like impatient or get frustrated. But it's here though. So you will find something. It just may take some time for it to come in. So you may not find it exactly when you want it. but it will show up something that is stable. It may start off small with the big promise of something really great. So you may not immediately find this job and then hop into the role that is ultimately fulfilling. You may find yourself at maybe like a lower tier role. And then by being there, you're able to move up into that role. But it is going to be a start to what it is you're looking for. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like I spent longer than I wanted to on that question. Hey, Berna, the goddess. Hope you are good. I hope you are good. It's a pleasure to have you here. I think did you send in the question? Bermuda, the goddess. Okay. Yes, you did. Is there anything you should know health-wise or about life, period? Is there anything that you should know? Tell me. Hey, SS Mind Seeking. How you doing? How you living? I hope you're good. Okay. Sarah. Oh no, we're not on Sarah anymore. We're past Sarah. We're on Berna the goddess. Is there anything that they should know about their health or about their life as of right now? Ooh, okay. We got the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Watch the company you keep. Watch the company you keep. Not all people who are cool with you, and these are things you know. I feel like I'm not telling you anything that you don't know, but like people who seem like they cool with you, they got your best interest. People you may deal with on a daily basis. I'm getting common, so these may be people or a person who you regularly deal with or interact with. I'm not fond of this energy because this is either people talking about you behind your back and you not knowing, or people making plans behind your back and you not knowing. The interesting part is with this High Priestess, Nine of Swords, it's y'all, and I know y'all, all of y'all in here at one point have had that feeling where your gut is just screaming, your instinct, like you can't really sleep because your intuition is saying, nah, something ain't right, something's off, something ain't looking good. So if this is not something you're dealing with right now, this may be something that is going to come in, but you are going to feel it first, where it may keep you up at night. It's hard to go to sleep because you can't shake the thought of something. This is your intuition telling you. It's picking up vibrationally with the people that are around you. So you may notice, even with this people, certain undertones, they may come off a certain way on surface, but you may feel energetically after walking away like depleted, or you may feel like your energy was off or something wasn't really right with that conversation, or talking with these people, they get quiet as soon as I come by. You're going to see like the subtle microaggressions, micro mannerisms, and this really could either be at work, or again, because I'm getting like daily, so these are people you're dealing with daily. These are either coworkers or colleagues, or this could be people in your day-to-day life that you deal with. I see either people talking about you behind your back or making plans about you behind your back, and you can sense it and you can feel it. Why is this important for her to know? And then we're going to wrap up. Why is this important for her to know? Why is this important for her to know? Justice in the reverse and the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so this is asking you to clean your I was about to say clean out your closet. Not what I'm meaning, but this is asking you to clean up the people that are surrounding you. Ace of Wands and even the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups underneath this. So having to really take stock. You may not be fully certain or fully sure, but your gut is not going to deny, and it's asking you, because you got some people in your life where I don't know if you think that this is mutual connection or mutual colleague, coworker relationship or mutual, relational dynamics, but it's not. And this is going on behind you. So I would say listen to your instinct and start putting people on the chopping block that you are getting those weird feelings from or weird energies from. Okay, we got Evan. Hey, Evan. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see Evan. All right, I think my person that finally showed up, I'm excited to fill you in, but was wondering if you could pull some cards on him and us. Where this may go is my intuition right about him. His name is Sawyer, and he's a Taurus. Oh, you got you a Taurus, Matthew? Oh my God. All right, let's see. I love Matthew. Matthew has been with the channel since like infancy. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, Matthew. All right, let's see here. All right, let me know for Matthew when it comes to Sawyer. Where may this go? And is Matthew's intuition right about Sawyer? Where may this connection go? Okay. 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 Ace of Pentacles. What we got on the bottom? Seven of Cups in the reverse. So I like this because you're Seven of Cups. You have experience of comparison, right? You have experience of comparison of what you've dealt with, the people that you've interacted with romantically. So your discernment is much sharper. Your ability to spot, certain character flaws and traits, or what actually aligns with you. Somebody who shows up and is consistent with you. It's like you have that beautiful perspective. We got the Page of Pentacles, King of Cups here. We got the Eight of Swords, Five of Cups in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse. This feels like it's a connection taking it slow. And I don't mean slow as in, you don't know if they like you or not because the pace is too slow. But I think this is like, let's build a foundation first. I like seeing this Page of Pentacles. Let me ask Six of Swords in the reverse. There's something really there's something really healing about this person for you. It's like they're going to help you heal from your past by physically showing up in your life. So when people let you down, people didn't keep their word, people turned their backs on you, people decided to choose other people. Maybe you felt abandoned, neglected, or maybe at times felt like you were in a situation where you were giving and then not really getting the same type of loyalty and love back to you. This is somebody who heals you, not from their words and talking and saying the right things. This is somebody who actually shows up in practical, tangible steps. This reminds me of somebody bringing you soup when you're sick, or checking on you because they know you've had a hectic week, or asking you about your day because they know you've had a long drive. It's like those little moments are going to be really healing for you. I do think there is a little bit of you, maybe if it's not them, you maybe being in your mind or in your head at times just because of what you've gone through, what you've been through. And it's like you don't want to get it wrong. You don't want to have this romantic projection onto this person where you're projecting your romantic feelings, but then it may not be the same that they're having back towards you. So I think a little bit here, it's like maybe some uncertainty, maybe some points of getting in your head, especially if you see them divert from their traditional pattern with you. Like maybe they had a busy day, so they're not calling as much, or maybe something's going on for their week, so you're not really interacting with them too much. It's like you may have those moments come up where it puts you in your head. But again, this person never lets that train of thought run away too far when it comes to you because they show up still in your practical reality doing things. So I like this. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. I know this is a short spread, but I would say I'm feeling Sawyer here for you, Matt. I'm feeling this energy. I think your intuition is on point, and I can see this continuing to develop. It feels like it's in the infancy stage, so it's still new. So as far as what it's showing me at this moment, it just shows you to pacing yourselves, taking your time. It's not we're gonna get married in a year or 2 years. It's like we're taking it each day at a time. And that's what it showed me, just each day at a time for you too. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me keep going. Let's see. Thank you, Renee Williams. I don't know if you left a question. I don't know if you left a question, Renee Williams. All right. I don't know if you left a question. So I'm going to go back to, if you did, then put it in the chat. But I'm going to go back to the free questions here. So I'm going to scroll back up, try to get y'all with the free questions here. I don't know if y'all still here or not, but let's see here. Where did I leave off? Okay, we got Lori. We got Lori Kerrigan. Planning on going back to school. Just wanted to know what changes you see in my near future. Left bad relationship. Is there a move? New love. So let's take a look and let's see. We got Lori here. You're planning on going back to school and just wanted to know what changes are in your near future. You left a bad relationship. Is there a new love? Okay. Moon in the reverse. 3 of Swords in the reverse. 9 of Cups. 8 of Swords in the reverse. I'm hearing an old gospel song. It's by the Clark sisters. It's called Living, but specifically the words I'm hearing is, I like living this kind of life. I'm living a blessed life. So that reminds me of this 9 of Cups. I'm going to be transparent. I'm not really getting love out of this. Even though we only have 4 cards, it's still not a lot, but I really don't get love from your energy. This is like, I'm living, I'm doing my thing. I think about no matter your age, but I think about the women on like TikTok or Instagram that have their routines. They go to the gym, they go to the coffee shop and get their matcha, they do their Pilates, they do great self-care, they spend time with their friends, they have a very active personal and social life. Even if you are not a social person, you like to be more introverted. I see your days being more structured. I see you having more fulfillment in your days because you have something to look forward to. It's not just each day runs into the next. It's like you're planning for stuff. You're planning for your future this and your future that. You're doing things in your day that is going to move you ahead in your future, like your health, like your diet, like your routines, like spending time with quality people, having your emotional fulfillment met in other ways. I don't really get this being about any love here for you. I feel you feeling, this feels like glow up, like you're glowing up, or you're just really, really taking stride and being able to, I don't know, I feel like you're going to be able to take care of you in a way that you haven't before. 5 of Swords and the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I don't really get love here. I'm going to be straight honest. I don't really see new love. I see the residue of your bad relationship that you left that I think you're processing, but that may also be the fuel that's propelling you into this 9 of Cups energy versus like, okay, I had a bad relationship. When's the next love coming? This is like a season spirit is telling you to sit the heck down and be with yourself, grow yourself, learn yourself. Who are you now post this relationship? Who are you now post the previous relationships? And develop who that woman is. And it's spirit is aligning your life in daily habits and routines to align you with who that woman is becoming before presenting a new relationship to you. So I think you got some evolution coming up first before you meet the next love. So that's what I see here for you. Got some of mine. We got 65 in the chat and only 57 likes. Can I get some more likes, please? Thank you. Dang, orbs flying. Y'all seeing orbs? Y'all seeing orbs? Like I can't literally see any orbs in my room, but I don't know if y'all are seeing orbs on the camera. All right. If there are some orbs in here, at least I know your girl is protected. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. We got Denise Rivers. What does my healing journey look like? I'm a Leo. He's a Scorpio, and I definitely loved him more than he loved me. So when it comes to Denise, what does her healing journey look like? I need to switch decks. That one's not going to do any more for you. We need to get something else. Yeah. What does Denise healing journey look like? Tell me for Denise. What does Denise's healing journey look like? We got the Strength, which is your energy in the reverse. We also got the 8 of Cups. Let's see here. The Magician. One or two more. And we got the two more. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. And we have the, what is these? Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords in the reverse. The best way to put it, you have your good days and you have your days that are somber. You have your days that you're good and you're fine and you're ready to create something new. And then you have your days where you're reflective and thinking about this person or just thinking about what happened. This doesn't feel like you're in a position that is linear, where okay, I'm healing, I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm going to be moving out of this energy. It almost reminds me of a seesaw. It's like you take 3 steps forward and you take 2 steps back. And that's really what healing, true healing looks like. So all I'm seeing here for you is going through the natural ebb and flow of healing. Some days you're doing good and you're creating and manifesting and calling in what it is that you want, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally by what we're listening to, what we're watching, what we're observing, what we're saying. And then other days you just don't feel as strong. Other days you are reflective. 8 of Cups here. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. What didn't work? But I love seeing the Magician in the upright in the middle. And a lot of this healing is being taken place at your home or your place of living. But the more you continue to go through this process, and healing is not linear. Nobody can tell you, you'll be fine in 2 weeks, 3 months, 5 years, Um, but I just see your healing journey being like a seesaw. Some days you're good, some days you're not. Some days you're okay, some days you're struggling. But all of that is healing you. That entire process is bringing up healing for you. Um, so I don't really see too much past that. I just see like a normal healing process. I don't see this being quick. I see you having to take your time and really sit with some stuff. So you may find yourself in that season probably longer than you would want to. I'm sure you would want to be over and move past it, but I think psychologically we are still tethered in some way. So it may be a little bit difficult to like fully move out of this energy like overnight. Let me see. We got another super chat here. I don't want to skip the super chats, y'all. Divorce and choose myself, or stay and choose the family. Dang, you ain't playing, boss lady. You are not playing. You like, do I shoot. Dang, boss lady, you said it's either me or them. All right, let's get into it here for you, boss lady. We got the 3 of Cups. Should boss lady PKP divorce and choose herself, or stay and choose the family? We got the King of Pentacles. We got the Page of Pentacles. We got the 6 of Pentacles. And we got the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Why is this 3 of Cups here? Really quick. Nine of Wands in reverse. Huh? Huh? All right, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me ask one more question here, because I want to see if that's the case. What's up with this 5 of Pentacles? Yeah, bear with me, y'all. I'm sorry. 4 of Swords in the reverse. I will say this. One of the first things that came to mind is single people keep people single. So I don't know, mind you, this is kind of a side message from your main message. I don't know if you got some single friends that know about what's going on with you and your marriage, and they may be trying to give you advice to let this go, or to, remove yourself from this situation. Now, mind you, they may be valid. I don't know what's going on in your marriage, but I get this energy with that 3 of Cups, single people trying to keep people single. So it's like, their intentions may be good, but I would just be mindful of who you're getting advice from when it comes to your marriage, especially in that scenario. Um, on the larger part, though, this is like a person who you're in a relationship and you feel single, you're married and you feel single. Um, and not by like, support or not having that person there, but to see this five and the six in the Four Swords, this just reminds me of not feeling supported in the way that you need to in this marriage, or not receiving. And mind you, you're giving. Even Seven of Pentacles. So you've invested, you've given, you've shown up, you've done your part, you've tried to make it work, you've tried to appease this person, make them happy. And it just feels like, no, I don't want to say no matter what happens, but you guys tend to find yourself, you haven't been in this period before. You may have asked yourself before at some point, do I want to continue with this marriage? This isn't your first time asking yourself this question, because what I'm seeing here is a pattern that you've been in with before with your spouse, where you don't feel supported. Your needs aren't being supported in the way that you want. And it bothers you. And you may have tried to get along in the circumstances and not rock the boat or disturb the peace too much. But it's like, dang, I can only take so much. And I see your spouse here. So they're in the upright. I mean, they're, for the most part, content. I don't think they want this to end in a divorce or a separation or a split. Even if they may call you bluff or try to bluff you out and say, "Oh, I want this," it's like they get their needs met. So they're not trying to rock their boat and mess up their program. But I just don't see them as mutually as it should be making you feel supported here. Interesting though, I don't get like for me, I got a few cards that represent divorce and they're not here. They're not here. So I would say these two things for you. I don't know if you two have done marriage counseling, couples counseling. That might be something that you want to consider. But if it's beyond that point where it's like we tried that or they're not going to want to do that, I don't see this balancing itself out at any point where you feel like your needs are being tended to. I feel like you would, the longer you, not the longer you stay with this person, but staying in this marriage, you're going to continue to feel like you're in a deficit. And marriage shouldn't feel like that, but you will feel like that the longer you stay or the more you continue to stay with this person. So I would say definitely, if you can, if you love this person and you want to make it work, definitely marriage, couples counseling. But if that's just not an option, then self-preservation, given your dynamics, I don't know what you got going on. I don't want to tell you just leave your marriage. That's not my place. But I would say you would really want to consider, because I see you staying in a deficit in this marriage. Even if at times things get better and they heal, you're going to find yourself back to where you were. So I hope that makes sense. Um, all right, let me go back to some of these free questions here. All right, let's see here. Whoa, I'm trying to catch up. I have one eye Dow 78. How do I look on the financial front for next year? So let's see. How are you looking financially for next year? All right, let's take a look and let's see. Let me know for one eye Dow 78. How will their finances be looking for next year? How will their finances look for next year? Can I get one more? Oh, we got two more. Starting over, saving up, resources, nest egg, ambition, action, hustle, manifesting money. And then we also have book, paperwork, contracts, learning as you go. You're pivoting. And I would say you be mindful though. I think about people when they make fast money, whether this is strippers, drug dealers, people that get money, they hustle, etc. Not saying that that's what you're going to be doing. right? But I think about people where their money come in really quickly and it leaves out just as quickly. Um, this is like the money that you're earning. So if you are in a, okay, maybe I'm predicting something here for you, because if you are earning money in a traditional sense, some point in your 2026, you're going to be like self-motivated, meaning the money you earn is based off your efforts and your work. So maybe self-employed, taking your own route, doing your own thing, even if it's like a side hustle, side hobby. But I see money touching your hand. So it's like, I don't know if you selling stuff, providing stuff, but it's quick money, it's fast money, it's money that comes in, but it's money that also goes back out. So I would be mindful of your money, especially with fast money, because I see you making fast money next year. Um, Tell me, why is this book here? Tell me more for this person's finances. We have the Six of Cups. What is this? The King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That's probably why you end up making them fast money, whether you feel like however you're making your money right now is not enough. Um, you're having issues with employment, your job. Maybe you're just not finding anything that sticks. Or if you are trying to look for a new opportunity, it may be taking forever for it to come in. It may be taking quite some time. So it's like, let me go and do something that I know I'm good at, that I know I like, or I know how to make happen really quickly for me. This is you strategizing. So if there's anything extra that you're needing to learn, educate yourself on, research, study, you are doing that. But this is linking back to that fast money. Maybe you're researching on how to start your own online business, and you're learning those things, doing the legal paperwork. And now it's like money in, money out, money in, money out. I just see fast money coming. But it's going back out because it comes in so fast, it's able to be spent quickly. It's like as soon as money comes in, okay, it goes out, and now we're starting over, getting more money, spending it. Even if you are financially savvy, I just still see in this season of 2026 your money going out pretty quickly. I think you're going into your own, whether it's business, hustle, side hobby that you end up monetizing. If you are in a regular traditional work, I don't see you being in that in 2026. I see you pivoting into something totally different. Let's see here. Did I do Matthew Lawrence? I feel like I did Matthew Lawrence. I don't want to be wrong, but let's see. I don't think so. For Matthew Lawrence, how about my career? Anything I should know regarding my future career in music? So let's take a look and let's see. For Matthew Lawrence, anything that they should know about their future career in music. I'm getting like indie artists, underground, house of blues. So I don't think this is like for your 2026, because that's what we're going into next. I don't think as far as your music career, music industry, you're dealing with like top labels or top executives in that year. This feels like you're building a core base or a core audience. So you're doing the groundwork. This is like being a grunt. So I think about like the SOBs, like in New York, or House of Blues, like the Agora, these music halls that are like small capacity and like meeting people, building up that audience, building up that fan base, knowing the people in a certain city, getting to know who's who. It's like this feels like you trying to clear space for yourself or trying to make yourself known in local environments, but this is building a core audience or a cult audience for you. We got Judgment in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And the King of Swords. And why are these two in the reverse? The Death here. Five of Pentacles. So you may find that this upcoming year, or at least when it comes to your future about your music career, you may find it's hard for other people to let you in the door. So even though you may be taking the actions to create a cult following or get your name out there, or, shake hands and kiss babies, get to know who's who, the mover and shakers within your local area, or if it's online, connecting with people online, but you may feel like they're not really giving you a hand up or a hand out. You may feel like they're not really helping you out. You may feel like you don't have the resources that maybe other artists have to be able to push their music or get their music on DSPs. So you may I would just say to you, try not to be so hard or harsh or question yourself, your talent, or your musical abilities. It just feels like this is the name of the game. This is the name of the industry. King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like it's no hard feelings. It's just what is. Um, but I don't see you giving up. I don't see you stopping. Even with that Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands is underneath that. So it's like, okay, despite me doing the things that I need to do to get myself out there, and I'm not really getting the reciprocation back as far as people who are in this industry that can put me on playlists or that can help me out or help me grow, I'm still going to push forward because I know this is what I want to do. This is something that is either meant for me to do or something I'm really passionate about. But you may, again, I say, don't be too harsh on yourself because you may look at it as a you thing. Okay, well, maybe I'm not good, or they're judging me, or they're judging my music or my abilities. It's not a you thing. I think this is just kind of the how the industry rolls a little bit here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right. We got Professor Graham. What will happen with the Scorpio man that I met a few months ago? Feels like true love, but I'm a cautious person. Okay, well, let's switch decks. For Professor Graham, what will happen with the Scorpio man that they met a few months ago? What will happen? What will happen? What will happen with the Scorpio man that they met a few months ago? We got addiction. I'm hearing that song. I think it's by 50 Cent. Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire. If I can speak. I don't get this as necessarily an addiction he has or you has. Hopefully that's not the case, but I don't get that. I get intoxicating. I would say to you, and especially with reading how you feel, where you said it feels like true love, I would be mindful because it's like being so caught up or so wound up in the experience of this person, just wanting them, that it doesn't lean into codependency once we do let down that cautious guard and we actually get attached, to not overly attached because it's you finally found somebody that not only you truly love but that sees you, so now we want to really hold to them. I would just be mindful because I can see the intoxication here. Tell me a couple more. What will happen with the Scorpio man that they met a few months ago? We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear my computer notification. Sorry about that. We got the Sun. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Get out your own way, Professor Graham. That's what I want to tell you. Get out of your own way. And the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Ooh, Emperor on the bottom. Yeah, girl, you got to get out your own way. Because this is like making mountains out of a molehill. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Y'all can hear my notifications. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay, I'm back to my reading. Sorry about that, y'all. Don't make mountains out of a molehill. Because it's Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Cups, it's like if this person deviates from the path that you have set for them, right? So this kind of reminds me a little bit of romantic projection, but I'm not going to fully stamp it. But it's like if they deviate from your expectations of them. So, we all are human, we are flawed, right? But once this person falls short, right? Once you see maybe some of the flaws, since it's only been a few months, so you guys are still most likely maybe in the honeymoon phase. Once we get to the reality of stuff, when they do show their character flaws, it almost is like, damn, that idea of you is like shattered. It's so weird. It's like if this person doesn't stay within the confines of how you perceive them in this romantic way, not saying you have expectations on them, but When they show that they are human, I can see you being like the glass ceiling shattering. Like, damn, I thought they were like this, but I guess not. And it's like, well, no, we're all human, we're flawed, and you know this. That's why I said to you, you know, chill out for a second because your energy of what you've been through and that cautiousness and that guardedness, you're temperamental. So you're easy to react. Somebody steps out of character from what you predicted that they would be, or they deviate from the path that you experience with them. It's like your temperament or your anger or your upset or your willingness to be like, oh no, I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna cut this off. It like that immediately sprouts up versus allowing this person to be human and have flaws. And not the flaws that we are okay with, but the flaws that affects us, that affects our emotions or that affects our daily life. When this person shows that side of their character, I can see you immediately hopping into this Queen of Wands in reverse mode because of your previous caution. Spirit is saying, allow this person to show up fully as they are, even when they cannot live up at moments to how you perceive them. Um, Otherwise, I like this person's energy, especially with the Emperor. I really love this person's energy, but I could just see on your end, you being head over heels with them. But if they do this, if they anything happens or they show that their flaws that may affect you, I can see you being, oh no, I ain't dealing with this. You know what? I don't want to talk to you no more. You know what? I knew it. Like I can just get that energy from you. So just be mindful. Um, Dean. Oh, thank you, Dean. It's so sweet. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Matthew, you're the reason why my computer keep going off all these notifications. I don't know if y'all can hear it. But I'm getting lots of notifications from Matthew. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. We got 58 of y'all in here. We got 84 likes. Nice. All right, I'm getting some free readings out the way. We got some more here. Let's see, where are we at? Okay, we got Reese Ellis. You want to know? Dang, I forgot to do the timestamps. Oh my God. Next live free personal readings. I'm gonna do the timestamps. So if you're not in here, you're going to catch the playback. I just wanted to see what spirit wants me to know at this time, being that my past year has been crazy. Dang, I was just on myself too about do the timestamps, Mariah. So that way people can go back and watch their power, their spread, and still ain't do the damn timestamps. Oh, okay. Well, let's keep going. Tell me for Reese Ellis, what does spirit wants Reese to know at this time? Right? What does spirit want Reese to know at this time? Let's see here. We got the Chariot. Tell me more. Thank you for all 61 of y'all being in here. It means a lot. I appreciate it. Tell me more. We got the Tower in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. Why is this Tower here? King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is something that's going to be very predictive, but not future predictive. This is like you've avoided either another catastrophe, another dangerous situation, a situation that would have destabilized your stability. But this is recent, like you just avoided. And I don't know if you know, because this is spiritual protection. This is divination all over this. I don't know if you are like a big prayer, if you are a big manifester, if you are somebody who you got a very tight knit relationship with the other side because your ego and your spirit, your heart and your mind, your body and soul is on the same page, which moves you forward, especially with this Chariot being carried. That's propelling you forward. But crisis averted, you just avoided. You know how what's that movie Final Destination? if they would have avoided that one thing, they probably wouldn't have died, but because it was meant to happen, they end up dying in that situation. This is almost like a final destination type of energy. I'm not trying to be abstract or, goofy when I say that. Like it does. And I don't know if this is more in a like literal sense where you just avoided additional danger or issue or headache or something that would have destabilized your stability, or if this is by you focusing away, focusing on what you can tend to, what you can change, what you can manage, what you can handle. Um, I'm getting this ping pong energy back and forth. Ooh, shit. Um, I don't want to say like a freak accident, but I'll give you the example. It's like, um, you had a day off of work, but instead you decided to go in to make extra money. If you would have took that day off of work, you were going to plan to go to the grocery store and you would have gotten an accident on your way. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling here for you, Reese. Like you just avoided danger, but I don't know if you know because you're just so focused on what's going on in your day-to-day life right now. And it's almost like spirit doesn't want that to be your concern. Not saying spirit doesn't want you to know, but spirit didn't want that to be your concern because you're so focused on being protected or other things you have going on in your life that this was a situation that would have really derailed you or continued to derail you from being on the right path. Like I feel like you got spared and you just got spared from something. Like for real, Reese. But it feels like because you pray, I don't know if you pray every night, you got somebody praying over you, got prayer warriors beside you. Whew. I hope that makes sense. I feel like that was so abstract. I apologize. I think Reese got the most abstract reading, but it feels like you just avoided a situation that would have really been a setback. Not life or death. It's not that kind of avoiding, but it definitely would have been a setback. Should I say with Scorpio or let him go? I'm not sure if I fucked up the connection or if it was him. Okay. Well, let's take a look and let's see. I don't know how to pronounce their name because I think that is Russian. So I see AHHA. Ah. Is it ah? All right, let's see. Let me know for ah, because that's how it looks to me. Should they stay with the Scorpio or let him go? I'm not, oh, excuse me. They're not sure if they messed up the connection or if it was him. So should they stay with the Scorpio or let him go? We got the Page of Wands in there first. Two of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Nah. I mean, yes, we got soulmates. I think this person is a soulmate. Some soulmates are for a season, some soulmates are for a lifetime, etc. But no, there's not really much here to pull from. There's not really much here. Now, maybe could you have been in? I'm definitely looking at that Page of Wands in reverse. But there's not much here anyway. So it's like how they say, don't tell me to eat SHIT and then get offended by how I react to having to eat SHIT. It's like, well, if you're not really doing much anyway on the Three of Pentacles, you can't get mad that I get upset and cuss you out because you're not showing up and doing your part anyway. So I think there may need to be a perspective change on how you look at this connection ending and your part that you play in maybe effing it up, because I don't necessarily think you did. I think you had a reaction to somebody's inaction or their lack of action or their lack of effort. And that may have caused you to break off the connection abruptly or cuss this person out or pull away or block or ghost, whatever it could have been. But you were reacting to their lack of that. Could have been handled maybe better. I mean, depending. I don't know how you handled it, but I don't see that there was much here to salvage if you would have stayed. So I think spirit set this or aligned this up for you to have that breakaway or that break off. Okay. Renee Williams. I did do yours, Renee Williams. Sky Mays. Is life going to get better for me? Mind seeking. I'm good. Just relaxing on this great Sunday, breaking from the norm. Oh. All right. Let's see here. Sky Mays. Is life going to get better for Sky Mays? I don't really need the cards to tell you yes, but yes, we got the Two of Cups. We got the Two of Cups here. So again, I don't really need the cards to tell you yes. I mean, life runs in cycles. So what comes up comes down, right? So of course life will get better, but that Two of Cups feels like life gets better, but you won't be alone to enjoy it. Page of Swords in the reverse. Maybe this is a lover. Maybe this is a friend. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And we got a Ten of Swords in the reverse. I'm here an apprentice. So it feels like this may be abstract too. It feels like Spirit has you as a spiritual apprentice at the moment. Meaning, I think Spirit has you sowing your oats when it comes to your spirituality and also your personal evolution. Uh, During this time right now, you may feel like things are not moving forward or they're stuck. You may feel like you're waiting for life to finally turn over for you, which it will. But in the meantime, being here, Spirit is having you sit and assess and learn and understand your beliefs, your ideologies, things that you have gone through that do not hold weight for you anymore, things that you have been experiencing in this waiting period as to who you are and what doesn't serve you, what doesn't work for you. You're being held, even though it may be uncomfortable or it may be like, okay, I'm ready for life to get moving. But this period of wait is important for your character development, but also your spiritual development. So again, I get that apprenticeship energy. Um, but life will get better. I just don't think it'll get better alone. So you'll notice a telltale sign when you're coming out of this energy. You may have a new love appear in your life, and that's the signal that, hey, life is starting to turn anew. Maybe you meet a new friend and they're like a sister to you, but in another human form, or a brother to you in another human form. Like you just feel deeply connected to them, but in a way that you normally don't feel connected to people. That is going to be a telltale sign when you're coming out of this. But right now, I think this is a part of the journey we all go through of having to sit and reflect and allow some things, the universe to align and shift scenarios around for you. So that way, when it's time to come out of this waiting period, you have better focus, you have better clarity, but also too, you don't have to go at it alone anymore. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do this life thing by yourself anymore. So that's what I see on your end. Okay, let me get a couple more here. Let's see. We have Harmonic Soul. Harmonic Soul, if I'm saying your name correctly. Harmonic Soul. Look forward to your videos. Thank you. Can you give me a general reading? July 21st. Or not, I'm saying July 21st. That's my birthday. July 27th. I don't know how I looked at July 27th and said the 21st. Lord. All right, tell me for Harmonic Soul. We got the Ace of Pentacles. Nice. You got the Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords in the reverse. I like your energy. This is calm, cool, and collected. Even if at times you may not feel like it, you are on the surface, and for the most part, you're good. You are solid. I feel like you may be going through some trying times when it comes to maybe your finances or your stability. Um, Maybe you felt left out or blocked from a financial opportunity, or even just, no, I don't get people. I'm not going to use people. This comes down to your resources. This is literally your finances. So you may have came through a period where money's been a little funny, or you were stretched thin financially, or You felt like you had to work hard or really do what you can with the resources that you got to be okay. But I do like seeing the Ace of Pentacles because this is about like a new opportunity or something that's coming in for you. But I just want to check Ace of Pentacles, the Fool in the reverse. So this is something that has taken some time. I think about a person, for an example, of somebody who's in college or university and they're going through 4 years of school and studying and know their money is not where they want it to be, and they got expenses and they only make so much because they're not really in their profession, but they're investing that time. They're doing what they can because they know once they graduate on the other side of that, they'll be able to have a better opportunity or make more money. That's what this feels like here for you. Even if you're not in university or college, again, that was only an example, but it looks like you've gone through or have been dealing with some financial stiffness or tightness where money is a little bit tight, or resources or your stability for whatever reason. And no, the resolution or the solution to that has not appeared as of yet. But if you continue to keep on at it, doing what you need to do, whether this is you figuring out how to make more money, maybe you pivoting jobs, maybe you saving in any way, eventually you'll be able to pivot into something that is going to be more gratifying for you financially, or be able to assist you with your financial matters that may be a bit sparse at the moment. Whew. Okay. All right. Let me see. We got an hour. We have been over an hour. Okay. I'm going to wrap up here. Let's see. Matthew Lawrence. No, I didn't. I got you. I did skip another. Hold on. Let me see the super chat. Denise Rivers. What does Spirit want me to know about my last relationship? Was the love real? I ended things December 1st. We have a child together. Let's see. For Denise Rivers, Spirit, what do you want her to know about the Judgment in the reverse? About her last relationship. Was the love real? She ended things on December 1st. They have a child together. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Pentacles. If he would have stayed, it wouldn't have got any better. Nine of Cups. I'm hearing that song from Waiting to Exhale by Whitney Houston, the lead-in soundtrack title song. And I'm just hearing there comes a point when you need to exhale, or however she says it. But it's just that there comes a point when you need to exhale. I don't think this would have improved for you. And I'm not saying that your person's not capable of changing. And I'm not saying, to be reckless with the choices. Obviously you got a child with this person. But I see your happiness is more self-focused. So you'll be back to, I don't even want to say back to, because you can't go back to who you were prior to the relationship you just came out of, right? So now you're going to be the post version of you, right? This is the new and improved, the more evolved version of you. And that person is going to find solace, happiness, and peace in her own bubble, not with this person around. I can't shake the feeling though. Excuse me. I can't shake the feeling that this person will try to verbally, I don't know, I don't want to say verbally attack, but maybe try to be strategic with you, whether it's like using the kid against you, or pulling at certain heartstrings that they know you have just because they've been with you, they know you to a certain degree. I can see them using that kind of strategy. I just don't see that this person would have changed. And that's their judgment to deal with, and that's their karma to deal with. I think for you, I like seeing this because that lets me know, especially with this Nine of Cups, you've done what you could. You showed up how you can. Don't get me wrong. It takes two in every relationship. So I'm not trying to victimize your person, right? It takes two. But if I'm looking at this at an overall whole, your energy is coming up really positive, where this person's energy is coming up as still wanting to, I don't want to say pick at you, but still try to do things that they know would pull at your heartstrings. So there is something that is a little bit juvenile, a little bit immature-ish about their behavior, where yours is like, I just want my peace. I just need to breathe. I just need to be happy. I just need some fresh air. Again, waiting to exhale. So I would say to you, the choice that you made is putting you on the right path to this 9 of Cups, of feeling more, just being able to heal, but feeling better. Just being able to feel better, you know? You need to exhale. Do I have any more super chats? Let's see. Okay, now I got them all. Oh, thank you, Lady Leo. I didn't even see this. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. All right. All right, it's an hour and 15. I want to do like a long stream. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Cause I'm getting kind of hungry. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm kind of hungry. I'm thinking for tomorrow, and I'll set it up in advance. So I'll do the pre thing, but I think I'll do a longer live where I do maybe like a general reading for everybody, collective reading, and then get into like some questions. Oh, I just got one more, I think. Yeah, we just got one more. Hey Monique, August Leo, can you please give me a love reading? I'm at a crossroad and want to make the right decision. Old or new? Okay. Jackie said, do a general for us quick. All right, let me get to Monique here. Let's see. Tell me for Monique. I'm going to just show you what came out, right? We got the Lovers in the reverse. So speaking of you being at a crossroad, yeah. We got the King of Swords. Ooh, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. The Empress. Well, I love seeing you like that. Why is this Lovers here in the reverse? Tell me for Monique. What time tomorrow? Let's see. I don't know as of yet, because I know I have some personal readings tomorrow. I just don't know what time they are. I know one is at 1. But it'll probably be in the evening. So like again, later on, like how we're doing it around this time, maybe 5, 6, 7. So definitely evening time. We got the Queen of Wands in the reverse and the 5 of Swords in the reverse. Tell me about this King of Swords really quick. The Knight of Swords. I get strong air energy. Maybe one of them has some air in their chart. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. The one, so this is simple. The one that you're in, I think only time will be able to really tell you which one you pick, because you have to witness how this plays out versus me kind of telling you. This is you picking the one who is like the most active. And I mean the most active. Like pride to the side, like they're not trying to come off a certain way. It's like they're on you. Like you will know. And mind you, both of them can be on you, but who's staying on you the longest and the most consistent? That's the one it feels like you end up giving yourself to. Because I can see with one of them, the communication starts to fade away, whether it's because you start having feelings for one person more over the other, and you just naturally stop texting this other person, and you see that their energy isn't as active, or they're not like on you because they can tell the difference. They're just letting things fade away. Or this could even be, I don't know if who's new or old, because I'm not really getting that dynamic. It's literally telling me whoever can outpace the other person, whoever can outbeat the other person, whoever's going to stay consistent, be attentive, treating you, whoever treats you the most like the Empress, whoever treats you the closest to the Empress, if not as the Empress, that is the one that you end up picking, whether it is new or old. And only time is going to show or tell that, because it's pacing. Who can keep it going, and who can still be around in 3 weeks? a month and a half? Who's still showing up with the same kind of energy, or is your energy waving? Whoever's energy starts to waver, whoever energy starts to become inconsistent or not as steady, that's the one that don't get chose. So I think this is like one of those, you kind of are playing the field with both for a little bit here and letting the best person win. And I ain't even not mad at it. Not mad at it. Not even mad at it. Oh. Realty Smith. Okay, I'll pull one really quick here for you. Is it Realty Smith 3227? I just pull one more, and then we'll get back to this tomorrow. Because I definitely, in my mind, I could just see the steak that I'm about to go cook, and I'm excited. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, tell me more. The Fool, and one more for Realty Smith. The Devil in the reverse. Six of Swords. This more so reminds me of Spirit wanting to tell you, you made the right choice. Just don't spend too much reflecting or looking back at that choice, or the consequences, good or bad, of that choice. It's like, if you made that decision, stand by it and stick to it and move forward. But I think mentally or psychologically, you're going to keep looking back. I mean, this is a heavy spread. Devil in the reverse, Fool in the reverse, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This is like, you see how something can be toxic or something is unhealthy for you, a person, place, people, environment. This could even be even within yourself, certain habits, certain traits, certain things you do. It could even be addictions. I'm not trying to go to that deep of a route, but this could even be pointed towards you. That it's just like being sick and tired of being sick and tired and deciding to make a change or letting that go and dropping that. And we may still struggle mentally to move forward or move past that, but we're still having to do so. And this feels like the process. If I was to give you a quick example, I'm not saying you with drugs or anything, but it does remind me of somebody who's trying to get clean or trying to get into the gym or change their eating habits, where it's like, okay, they decide I'm not doing this anymore, but because that's become so routine or so used to them, it's like they still have that urge to go back and do it, but in their mind they have to be much stronger than their desire and say, no, I'm not going back to that. I'm not doing that. This could be a person where in your mind your will has to be much stronger than your desire and say, okay, I said I was done with them. I'm not going to call them. I'm not going to think about them. I'm going to move on. That's what this feels like, but it's asking you this. If you made that choice to move past this, you got to stand by it. Don't look back and don't try to indulge or engage in that, because you're going to get swept back into this devil energy, back into the habits, back into that person, back into those things that are hindrances for you. So Spirit is saying you made the right choice, but stick with that choice. Don't look back. You got out, you escaped the devil. Don't keep looking back at it, romanticizing the devil. You escaped it. You got to keep going. I hope that makes sense. All right, y'all, I'm gonna leave this. I got a super chat. I got a super chat. I'm gonna leave this here for now. I'll be back on tomorrow. Like I told you, I'm going live daily. So if you don't catch me today, if I don't get your reading today, your free reading, then I'll get you on the next day. But you guys take care. Oh, shoot, we got one coming in. Come on, I'm trying to go eat me some steak. I'm trying to go eat me some steak. All right, let's see, Allie. 1518. Insights on Allie's next relationship and timeline, please. For Allie. All right, Allie's the last one. Anything that come in after is extra. Missing been here from the start today. I was a preview. Check Monique. Check Monique. Monique, I believe I remember doing yours. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to you. Let me get Allie, and then I'll just double check on yours here, Monique. Oh no, you're fine, Allie. Don't worry about it. The Three of Wands in the reverse. You're fine. All right, let's see for Allie. Insights on their next relationship. The Hermit in the reverse. Yeah, no problem, Jackie. I'll go back and check. The Emperor. And let's see here. The Empress. I love we got the Emperor and the literally coming out next to each other here, Allie. We got the Emperor and the Empress. I feel like you meet this person after both of you have been in hermit mode. So maybe you both haven't been actively dating, actively meeting people. Um, yeah, 7 of Cups there too. And if even if you have tried to get to know people, you may have felt like the connections were nebulous or up in the air, like really had no grounding or no real direction, really wasn't going anywhere. You're kind of wondering where you stand or where they're standing. So it's been kind of a blur or a mess a little bit here with the love life. Not saying messy love life, but just finding somebody who is as intentional as you. So I think you and this person have both kind of been to yourselves, maybe not on the dating apps, not really actively seeking, taking the time to focus on the things that matter most to you, whether that is your healing or just things in your personal life. Maybe you are getting closer to spirit and your spirituality. I think though, when you both meet, it's like you both though are now at a point where it's like, all right, I didn't spend 6 months in the house. I'm ready to meet somebody, or I need my eggs cracked. I don't know how to I don't know how to put it, but that's what it is. It's like, I spent my time focusing on me, healing me, doing what I need to do, and now I'm ready. Like I'm ready to see what's out there. Like I don't want to keep waiting. I'm ready to see what's going on. But it's like you've had that time to really be to yourself and just really nurture you. So I think that's pretty cool here. Can you tell me about this person, this Emperor coming in for her? Can you tell me about this Emperor coming in for her? We got water signs. We got Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So they may have this in their chart somewhere, or they may just be a little bit more, whether it's spiritual, intuitive, um, sensitive, still in a masculine presenting frame, but they just may be more in touch with themselves. And then we have give it time. Everything in divine timing, let things flow. So you two are aligning. You two are aligning, and it's asking you to give it time. So I don't think this is somebody you're going to meet tomorrow, or maybe by the end of this month. Um, But because you two are so good, it's like when you've been single for so long, trying to integrate yourself back into somebody's life is very awkward because you're used to not talking to somebody all day or not seeing somebody all the time. So now when you got to do that, it does get a little bit awkward at first because you're doing something that you haven't had to do in some while. I get that energy between you and this person where it's like you two have become such independent people where you're able to stand on your own, handle your own emotional needs, nurture yourself. And the Empress, not in the Nine of Pentacles kind of way, because that sometimes could be like my I don't need nobody kind of energy. But the Empress needs people, but she also is so abundant that she has enough to give to herself. So it's like you got two independent people here. So I don't see codependency, but I think at times it's like you won't have that come in hot heartthrob romance because you're both not used to being on top of somebody all the time. So it's like, okay, we meet for dinner. All right, I'm going back in my cubby. They're going back in their cubby. And then as time progresses between you two, you guys come more out of that hermit shell. The more you are like spending time together, the more you are seeing each other, the more you are doing things. It feels like a slow progression just because you got two hermits that are now interacting with one another. So I like this. I think this is really beautiful. Can you give me just one card here, maybe for timing? Maybe for timing. We got Death. So this reminds me like end of season. So this may be once because are we in winter season? No, we're not even in winter yet. It's still technically fall. So I would put it this way: either this is somebody who can come because this is like the end of something, right? The end of harvest, end of season. I still probably feel like this is either like towards the end of winter, going into spring. So if we're looking at it, depending on where you are, this could be like March, April type of energy where you meet this person. But in the meantime, I mean, you're Empress. They're Emperor. You guys are both good. I don't see you both being out here in the streets dealing with this and that. I think you two are just focusing on the things that matter and like leaving it up to God. The right person to come when they come. But what allows you to cross paths is that you both get tired of like waiting. It's like, all right, I'm ready for a little something. I need a little action in my life. And you and this person at the same time start putting yourself out there to align. And There you go. So I'm going to leave that there for you. All right, and I'm for sure about to get off, y'all. It's been a pleasure. If I did not get to your question, I will be on live tomorrow and the day after that. And the day after that. So I'll make sure I try to get to y'all. So thank you for the ones who have sent the super chats. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow I'll at least have a reminder notice of when I'm going live. So that way y'all know it'll be in the evening though, most likely. And you guys take care. Bye.